will announce that he's leaving college early to go to the NBA. The former Marion High School superstar will make it official tomorrow in his hometown. Now, Randolph averaged 10 points and 6 rebounds a game this past season with the Spartans. The Marion Giant helped lead Michigan State to the Final Four this past year. Today, Randolph's teammate Jason Richardson announced he's also turning pro. Richardson said this is a decision that has been on he and Zach's mind for some time now.
Zach is a great guy. Zach is the closest person on the team. Anybody can attest to that. You know, me and Zach, you see Zach, you go find Jason. You find Jason, you go find Zach. So he was a great guy, and we talked about the decision a couple of weeks ago, and you know, that's something that both of us wanted to do.
Announcement in Marion will happen despite the advice of his mother, his high school coach, and presumably his college coach. All three wanted Zach to stay in school, but Zach has clearly made up his mind, regardless of a provision that says underclassmen can change their mind right before the draft as long as they haven't hired an agent. Mo Smedley, Zach's coach at Marion, told us going back to Michigan State is out of the question, even though Zach has not hired an agent as of tonight.
And that's not even been an option. He's pretty sure that he can make the NBA. You know, Zach's a very sure kid. He thinks he can play realistic and give you your best shot, and I think Zach will.
And when Zach plays in the NBA next season, he just might run into
green tomorrow, some serious coin. Tomorrow, Marion's Zach Randolph will announce he's leaving Michigan State after just 1 year to turn pro. He could be a first-round pick and become an instant millionaire, or, as Chris Dow reports, Randolph could also slip down the charts.
The Chicago Bulls select Elton Brand. It's an alarming trend. High schoolers and underclassmen entering the NBA draft, ready or not. After one season at Michigan State, Zach Randolph is ready to cash in.
They want to play basketball, but they want the other things first.
Today, our Kimberly Harms was in Marion, and she has more on Zach as he prepares to attack the NBA.
There's no question Zach Randolph is one of the best basketball players to ever come out of Marion High School. He set the school record for rebounds with 1,068 in his career. That's an average of 12 per game, and was the only high school player on the USA Select team last year.
The kid is a definite winner, manipulator. His feet are unbelievable. He can make moves against people 4, 5, or 6 inches taller than him and get the job done. His hands are the softest hands.
After a run-in with the law, there were those who doubted Randolph would have the discipline to succeed in a college program. Michigan State coach Tom Izzo heard all about him, said he was hard to coach, didn't like school, but Izzo ignored those rumors and took a chance on the kid with a happy-go-lucky personality and basketball skills.
He really can score around the basket, incredible, and he shoots the ball pretty well. I think, as he said, he's going to have to get stronger. He's got a funny body. He's got, you know, his legs are skinny and his massive upper body, and I think lifting and working on that, getting a little more explosion, working on his ball handling. He's not going to be a center in that league.
Randolph even admits he didn't always have the best work ethic, but he believes he's changed, and that's what will help him make it to the NBA.
I didn't come in with a good work ethic and learn from him, and that's what you put into it is what you get out of it. And now I think I got that understanding that you work hard, you're going to get a lot out of it.
Still, there are skeptics who say 1 year of college basketball isn't enough. But Izzo says he didn't coach 3 teams to the Final Four by being stupid. He thinks Randolph has the skills to make it. In fact, he says he has NBA draft experts who will confirm it.
Well, I've heard anywhere from the late lottery pick to the mid-20s, and I mean that's a little wider range than most. But at the same time, he's young. He's not 7 foot tall. But I think as people see him, as people spend time with him and come in and watch some film on him, they're going to appreciate that he has incredible hands.
Kimberly Harms, Wish TV, Sports 8.
Zach Randolph, Jason Gardner. Story number 1 happened this afternoon in Marion at a Baptist church up there. Zach Randolph, who led the Marion Giants to the state championship last spring, made it official. He's leaving Michigan State after his freshman year, in which he averaged 11 points and 6 rebounds a game, only 20 minutes per game for Tom Izzo's Spartans. They made it to the Final Four, but today he said he's going pro, and he says he knows a lot of people will question his judgment because of his youth, but he feels that Zach Randolph, is ready for the ultimate level.
Because we're young, people will have a different opinions, and I respect everybody's opinion. People who care about me, and it's just the way I felt. I feel that I can, pursue my dream. I got a good chance at it and compete at the next level.
I can guarantee you now, all the people I've talked to that He's going to be a first-round pick, and he's going to be in a position that he's going to be able to help his family and help himself. And then the rest is going to be put on him.
He can go back to college if he still wants to. And Marion Zach Randolph also announced today that he's headed for the NBA. Here's Big Zach.
Because I'm young, people going to have any different opinions, and I respect everybody's opinion, the people who care about me. And, you know, it's just the way I felt. You know, I feel that I can, you know, pursue my dream. I got a good chance at it and compete at the next level.
I think he said something to me the other day. I said, you know, Zach, I had my chance to go to the NBA and make a lot of money, too. And he said, yeah. And I said, and I chose not to for various reasons. And he said, yeah, but Coach, you're still making a lot of money where you're at. And I thought that was a great answer. You know, that was a great answer. Unfortunately, it worked against me, but it was a great answer.
This is something we want, and I guess, like I said, opportunities don't come to everybody and all the time, and this is something he's just happy about, and I'm happy with him.
About anybody coming out, whether they're socially ready. You know, I think there's more kids that are maybe ready for the NBA since it's getting younger and younger, but you not only have to deal with the 82 road games and games on the road, but you also have to deal with the pressures of the money and, you know, different lifestyle. And I have trouble changing my lifestyle with the different amount of money I've made. I don't see how I would have done that at 19. So those things become worries for me. And yet, Zach, I thought improved a lot during the year. I thought he made great progress, and no doubt has an NBA body.
When you see what comes out about him, what light can you shed on the fact that you knew about all the trouble that he'd had, the arrest he'd had before he came to Michigan State? All that's coming back up now. Obviously, he had a very clean record in East Lansing, but now they're scrutinizing his entire past, and all that gets a lot of national publicity again. What's your interpretation of that part of Zach's background and where he is today?
Well, you know, I had to, you know, look into the same situation back in high school when he had a couple bouts with some problems. But we investigated very thoroughly. We feel we run a very good, solid program. And, you know, when Zach came to this campus and handled himself very, very well, did very well in school, did very well off the court, I didn't see any problems. He was very accountable. And, you know, I understand why they're bringing him up when you look at paying a guy that kind of money. But I also feel that he's earned his keep, so to say, and I've been very pleased by the way he was at Michigan State.
Well, we continue with Tom Izzo.
Let's go to the podium and see who Portland takes at number 9.
Pick in the 2001 NBA draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Zach Randolph from Michigan State University.
Zach Randolph coming out after his freshman year with the Spartans of Michigan State. Only played about 19 minutes a game as a freshman. 11 points, 7 rebounds. Big body, 6'9", 270.
Well, I think you have to look at it this way. Sabonis is a free agent. You also are trying to deal Dale Davis. That would leave you with Rasheed Wallace and Sean Kemp at your power positions. So if you are going to do that, if you're not going to re-sign Sabonis, and if Dale Davis is going to leave, well, then naturally you must come in with people. This is one of the ways to do it. He is a big body, takes up a lot of space, has great hands, and with increased playing time, you know that possibly he would have scored more points at the college level.
With more perspective on him, let's talk to the guy or hear from the guy who coached him, Tom Izzo, here on Zach Randolph.
A lot of people questioned his weight, which we had no problem with. I mean, his weight fluctuated 3-4 pounds the whole year. I mean, he was great at that. He has incredible hands, and I think that's where his whole game starts. Very good hands, and an incredible knack in 2 areas offensively. One is to score in the post, and one is to rebound on the offensive end.
Tom Izzo on Zach Randolph. The draft continues in just a second. We are through 19 picks, and nobody under 6'5" has been...
The action at the home of Marion Zach Randolph after he got the call from the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland took Big Zach with the team's 19th pick, but it won't be easy to find this guy some playing time. Joining the lines with Scottie Pippen, Rasheed Wallace, Arvydas Sabonis, and Dale Davis. Zach's right off by now. The 6'9", 270-pounder averaged 11 points and 7 boards during his freshman year at Michigan State. He never second-guessed his decision to turn pro, and certainly did not tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's my dream. It's what I've been waiting for. You know, I'll make the best out of it, you know. That's all I can do. Well, you know, the draft is kind of funny. A lot of players got selected, you know. It was crazy. It was, you know, it was a good job. I'm happy. I'm happy to be a Portland Trailblazer, and now I got to make the best out of it. I fit in real good, you know. I know Steve Smith, Bonzi Wells, he from Muncie, up the street. This is going to be great.
Can we get Zach a chamois?
Marion High School graduate Zach Randolph was drafted in the first round. Chris Stout was there as Zach's dream came true.
14 months after leading their beloved Giants to a state title, Zach Randolph held Marion fans captive again. They wanted to know what NBA team they would start rooting for.
The Portland Trailblazers select Zach Randolph.
The Blazers are suddenly popular in Marion. And he's out with the Portland Trailblazers. You think he got more?
We'll watch them all now.
Meanwhile, across town at the Randolphs, Zach could finally smile.
It's over with. Were you real nervous? Kind of. Yeah, it was getting, it was crazy. I'm happy now. I'm happy to be Portland Trailblazers. This is my dream came true. Now I'm going to make the best out of it.
A first-round pick gets guaranteed money. Zach could have slipped to the second round where contracts are not guaranteed. Did you think you made the right decision before he got picked tonight?
Most definitely. You can't turn down that. Most definitely. You can't turn down that money nowadays.
This is what I dreamed of. Portland, a great team, got a new coach, and plus they're gonna win a lot of games, so it's even better to be on a winning team.
Zach's mom, May.
I've been nervous and pacing the floor, and yeah, I have.
Glad it's over?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Zach joins two other Indiana natives with the Blazers, Bonzi Wells and Sean Kemp. In Marion, Chris Stout, Channel 13 Eyewitness Sports.
Congratulations.